Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Babe Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Sorry I hadn't been on the last couple of days. I've been trying to get this blue on blue sweater done, and I've been battling the neck and shoulder issue. I did go to the doctor Monday for my regular checkup, follow up on some blood work that I had drawn last month, and all my blood work was good. All test I had ran came back fine. My blood sugar is still fine. Got my B12 shot, got a pain shot and a steroid shot for my shoulder and neck. And also he gave me some prednisone and muscle relaxer for my neck and shoulder. He told me to go get a tennis ball. And I'm going to pass this along to y'all because, you know, last Monday I woke up with a crick in my neck and with a bunched up nerve. I injured myself in my sleep. And my hair's wet because I just got out the shower. So, fresh as a daisy I am. Anyway, just for y'all. Anyway, and I got this PJ shirt on that says Queen. Thanks to Roxy, she gave me this shirt. And yeah, I'm gonna sit around in my PJs. That's the beauty of being a YouTuber. You get to do that. But he told me to put it like right here and to just kind of roll my neck around on it, and it would help. It just gently, very gently, just kind of roll your neck around with this in place, and it would loosen up the muscle that was bunched. And so I've done that a couple of times, and it did help. So, but I had to go buy a tennis ball. I don't have tennis balls on hand. Theodore has a tendency to, well, he did, last time Theodore had a tennis ball, he was a young dog, and it lasted 2 minutes. Because, you know, he's a pit bull, so tennis balls, pit bulls, boom, collapse. So yeah, it lasted 2 minutes and it was dust. And this time he played with it a little bit because I bought a little container, this little container of 3 tennis balls, because that's the only way you can get them, and for $2 and some change. And so he got one, and Maggie got one, and I got one. Seems fair, right? We all got a ball. But yeah, so I got a ball, and so I tried that, and it worked a little bit. And the prednisone, of course, it's a steroid, and it makes you eat, which I don't like. I don't need any help with my appetite. I don't need to be gaining any weight back. So the sooner that medicine is finished, the better. But I also bought me a fancy pillow. Because it just seems that I'll get better throughout the day. What I'm noticing is that I'm getting better throughout the day with my neck and shoulder. And then I go to bed and I sleep, and then I wake up and it's back bothering me. So to me, I don't need a building to follow me to figure out that something about the way I'm sleeping is not working out good. So I made a new friend recently, and her name's Sandy. I met her at the doctor's office Monday, and she and I were talking, and she said she was looking at buying a pillow. You know, she had been looking at pillows, and she sent me a little, you know, I don't know if she sent me a picture or I sent her a picture. So anyway, through text messaging, you know, we kind of, I picked out a pillow. It was on Black Friday, and so I ordered this through Amazon, and it looks a little space agey, so we're gonna give it a go. It came in today, so we're gonna give it a go, and because you know Amazon's great about returning stuff. So if it don't work out, we're going to give it a few nights. We're going to give it a few nights, probably through the weekend and everything, and see how it works out. And hopefully it's the solution, because I can't keep, you know, having this issue. But I did get the sweater done, which took me longer than it normally would have taken me because of this stupid neck. But I'll attach a clip at the end showing the sweater, so that y'all know what it looked like. And it turned out really well. It turned out really well. And the yarn I used, I'll get a skein down here. I used Heartland in the colorway Olympic. Yes, I used 4 of these, and they are 251 yards per. And then this is what I got left out of 2 skeins of this, of course, and it just gave up the ghost there. Okay, and this is Hirschner's heathered, and I have that upside down. Worsted 8 heathered, and this color is navel. And I used the better part of 2 skeins of this. And the reason why I jumped around with the skeins and I have little scrap balls is because I didn't want a bunch of knots in her sweater. So I did kind of end up with a bunch of scrap balls, because I just didn't want a bunch of knots in her sweater. So yeah, so I did have some of the Heartland. I started off with about 6.5 of these, and I have 3 full balls and then some scrap balls and a partial skein left. So not enough to make another sweater, but enough to, you know, if I wanted to put it with something else and make something, I could. But and I also got a Thanksgiving card from Miss Pat Miss Pat J. I always mess up her last name. She knows that. But it says Happy Thanksgiving, and wishing you an extra big helping of happiness. And she says Happy Thanksgiving, love and hugs, Miss Pat. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. That came in the mail today. I figured I'd share that with y'all. I'll put that over here to make me smile. But that's pretty much all that's been going on here. I'm just dealing with this whole neck business. Now I am going to, because it's just me and Johnny for Thanksgiving. Will be off with his lady and her family, and so it's just gonna be me and Johnny. And so I'm not gonna bother to cook, and I don't think we're gonna go brave any crowds at a restaurant. I just don't really feel up to any of that. I might make me and Johnny some deviled eggs to go with whatever dinner we decide to make. Where I did not want to put out the extra for extra cookings and all that stuff. I just didn't feel the need to do any of that. But I might make me and him some deviled eggs, since that's really the only thing that's the only thing that we're gonna miss is deviled eggs. So we have some eggs in there. I have to go and check, see if I have. I'm pretty sure I have all the little fixings for that. So I might make me and him some deviled eggs, and to go with whatever we decide to have for supper tomorrow. Yeah, that's all we're gonna bother doing. But I thought maybe I might do a live stream tomorrow around noonish, if nothing else comes up. But I thought maybe I'd do a live stream around noonish for other folks that are stuck at home with nowhere to go and nothing, not doing anything else. And so just look for that. I'll probably schedule it through StreamYard, and just come on and just kind of hang out. And I'll probably, I got another sweater order coming up, and so I may pull the yarn out and start that, or I got another brainstorm idea for another sweater that hit me as I was getting dressed for my shower. I happened to look over here at Let me pull this over here so that I can run it by y'all while I'm talking to you. But I've had this yarn. This is Line Brand Skein Tones. What do you want? It ain't, oh, it is getting close to your dinner time. This is Line Brand Skein Tones, and I have it in 3 different colors. And this, oh, I don't know if I want to get all this started here. Let me see. Is that just one color or is that 2? Let me look. Truffle and what is that other color? What is that color? I can't put mahogany. Okay, yeah, that's 2 different colors too. It looks like I got like 3 or 4 different browns here. Yeah, that's I think that's, let me double check here. Let's see, that's no, that's the same color there. I think it's just 3 different colors. I'm pretty sure it's just 3 different colors. Anyway, this is the 3 different colors I have of it, which I think is gorgeous. Okay, the brain, I was staring at this from over there by my bed and looking at it because I don't know why bomber jacket came into my mind. It's something that's been brewing since I made something else that made me think of bomber jacket, but I don't know what it was. But it's the thought has passed. Maggie's over here doing her scratch her back against the corner of my bed, and it's distracting me because it makes me laugh. Anyway, but what I was thinking of, this is kind of a thinner yarn. It's really close to a 3. But what I was thinking of is I have several skein. I don't even know if I have enough of this, but I was thinking I might hold these 3 together for a solid stitch cardie, and the 3 of these together, I'm wondering if it wouldn't make it look like a leather jacket. You know, that because you know, if you see those old school leather jackets, the brown is not like a solid tone. It's not a solid tone of it's tonal brown. It's like all different. It's kind of like a muddled brown. You know, they're just like a different shades of brown in those leathers. You know, it's not all the older weathered ones, you know, are not all one shade of brown. They're kind of muddled looking. They're not, you know, all the same shade of brown. So what if I just used a bigger hook, say maybe a 6.5, and held these 3 together and did a solid stitch cardie and a jacket length and made like a bomber jacket sweater. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? That's a pretty thumbnail, isn't it? Anyway, I don't know if I even have enough of this to do that with. I probably do. I don't know. I'll have to check yardage. Because I know it took about 1,700 yards to make the blue one. So I'll have to do some math and see if the maths. If I hold all these together, if I hold this together like this, because these skeins are only 185 yards a piece, so I'd have to do some mathing. Of course, if I'm holding all these together, that's going to change the gauge, and I won't need as much yardage. So there's that. So because that's going to bump me up to probably a 5 weight, and so that will make it, you know, thicker and not need as much yardage. So that's good. That's good. So I'll have to play with the numbers and see if I have enough here. But I've had this yarn a couple of years, and so it's been sitting here looking at me. It's anti-peeling too. It's that Skein Tones. It's anti-peeling. I don't know who I'd be making this for other than maybe myself, but I don't know. But I'm thinking bomber jacket mock-up, you know, just a mock-up of a bomber jacket. Now, my vision for it is also to find like a beautiful, like a bald eagle applique for the back, you know, like a really pretty bald eagle applique thing that I could, you know, like, I don't know, somehow put on the back of it, you know. Does that make sense? Anyway, and then of course I would do the trim work in black, in that chunky black that I used for the pink sweater. Yeah, I have a couple of skeins of that. That would do nicely. And but that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. As you know, a brainchild. The things your brain the places your brain goes to when you're getting dressed from a shower and you're looking at your yarn. But you know what? This is happiness to me. This is my happy place. This is what makes me happy. And so, and I really love this. And these are such beautiful tones of brown. I mean, I know brown is not everybody's favorite color, but and it's not my favorite color either, but I do like leather things. I do like you know, bomber jacket type things. And I'm just putting these back in the bags because I don't want dog hair or dust to get on them. But I've kept them safe all this time. I got them for like a sweetheart deal when Joann's had this yarn on sale when I bought it. Oh, there's some more. I got a couple of, looks like I got at least one more skein over there in another Ziploc. So I'll do some number crunching and see if I've got enough for what I want to do with it. But I would like some comments in the comment section of what you think of my idea. If combining those three colors of brown would give me that, you know, that tonal leather look, you know, what y'all think about that. If I'm way off base, or if you think that might actually work. It's been a while since I held two yarns together, or even 3 yarns together to do anything like that. It's been a while since I did that. So it might be too uncomfortable for me to do that. I don't know. I'll just have to experiment with it and see. But we'll find out, won't we? I don't know if I'll do it with the next. I don't know if that's the next thing I'll start, or because I have one an order in the wings here that I need to start. That's supposed to be a Christmas present. So and it's a, you know, it's going to take me some time. So I need to probably go ahead and start that one and get that one on the hook. That one, I don't know how long that one will take. That probably not that long. But it's just, you know, and then of course there's the green Ferris wheel that's been winking at me for weeks. You know, when your yarn starts talking to you that, you know, yeah. But I'm happy. So, you know, it's making me happy. And I can't argue with that. But look for a live stream to be scheduled for tomorrow around noonish. And we'll just come and chill and maybe pray over each other if we need to. If people need prayer, we can do a little praying if folks need that. I know it's a lonely time of year for a lot of us that don't have a lot of family, or, you know, those of us that don't have significant others, and, you know, places to go for holidays. So if you're in that boat and you want to come spend time with me and, you know, and the pups and just chill and, you know, chat, you know, then everybody's welcome. Because that's all we're going to do. We're just going to chill and chat and talk about yarn and whatever other subject decides to be talked about. You know, favorite TV show, you know, your TV crush, your movie star crush, or whatever you want to talk about, as long as it's, not against any of the community guidelines. So, but I'll attach a clip of the latest finished sweater at the end, so y'all can see that. And but thank y'all so much for coming and visiting with me. Let me know what you think of the bomber jacket idea. I really want some input on that. Hopefully I don't sound like a complete idiot. It's not new if I do. But, I'm back in the groove of things, and hopefully this neck will continue to get better. And just, this whole injuring myself in my sleep is kind of new. But, as you get older, I guess that's just how it goes. I'm just going to have to roll with it. But I will also report back about the fancy pillow. And anybody that wants a link to that, I will, share it with them in the comments if any of y'all want to know what I'm talking about as far as the fancy pillow. It was on Black Friday deal, so I paid about half of what it normally cost. So, but let me tell you, if it don't work, it's going straight back. I'll go back to my $5 pillow. But I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting on you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Well, y'all, here is the latest sweater that I got done. This is the blue on blue cardigan sweater, hexicardi, whatever you want to call it. But I got this one done. And my client's happy, so that's all that matters, right? But I'll come a little closer, y'all can see. I put this, I didn't do too many rows with the trim work because it really didn't need it. But this is what we did for the cuffs. I give her a nice little chunky cuff, nice and thick and chunky. And the arms are kind of slender, which they are a little bit slender, easier to make slender with the full stitch hexicardis. A little easier to make the arms a bit more slender, because I do this tapering thing as I do the hexi rounds. I do a tapering decrease as I go, so it makes it easier to taper the arms down. But yeah, this is the dark blue is the Heartland Line Brand Heartland color in Olympic, and then this light blue is Hirschner's Heathered yarn. And here's the back. It's gonna drape a little better once it's washed, but it did come out very nicely, and the client's happy, so that's all that matters to me.